Hey, did you know they figured out scientifically the worst Pokemon? Oh, you want to see it? You want to see it? Okay. Well, I can show you the video. Yeah. They find, scientifically, the worst Pokemon could be one of these. Who knows? Let's find out.
Different Pokemon. So obviously, some of them are going to be more popular than others.
Ooh,
Pikachu
that's fast.
is the most well-known Pokemon around the world. But who is the least well-known of them all? Which Pokemon,
who's the least popular
if you went
Pokemon?
up to a stranger walking down the street, would leave them saying, who is that? Well, today
Anyone not from Gen 1 would do that. If I asked the poor lady on the street, and I was like, who is your favorite Generation 8 starter? She'd be like, dearie, I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. Is there a Pikachu in there?
figure out the answer. Let's find out which Pokemon is the least popular of them all.
Let's find out.
So, first of all, we need to figure out how to answer the question of who is the least popular Pokemon.
It's whoever I don't like.
After all, there are over 900 Pokemon out there, so if I just tried to ask people to rank them all, it would take hours. Even if we just looked at the original
No, it's definitely Cast Form. I can save you some time. It's Cast Form.
151 Pokemon from Gen 1, that's just too many Pokemon to ask people about. No, I had to figure out a different way to rank all the Pokemon, one that hopefully wouldn't take quite as much time. And so I settled on Google.
Oh my god, I've been to that website before.
Are constantly Googling just about everything, including Pokemon. So the Pokemon with the lowest number of Googles.
They're even Googling Pokemon with other things. You know, Pokemon foods, Pokemon problems, Pokemon other things beginning with P. There's some rules thrown in there as well sometimes. I think there's about 34
searches,
of those.
it's going to be the least popular Pokemon, or rather the least well-known, which is pretty close. However, finding out which Pokemon has the least Google searches is actually really difficult.
Can you use Google
is
Trends?
a pretty secretive company when it comes to their data, so they don't just hand out information like how many people are searching for Pikachu. No, to get Google to part with their
Because clearly that's very important information that they need to keep under wraps. If it got out how many people were searching for Pikachu, pandemonium. The end of the world would happen.
search data, you need to part with your precious money. So let me explain. Google makes most of their money from people running ads on their website. So if you sign up for Google Ads and actually buy some ads and put them on Google, then Google will finally tell you how many times a certain word has been searched for. They don't give out exact numbers, but it's pretty close. So
Impressions. Chad, if you don't know what an impression is, by the way, an impression is when someone sees something. So for example, if you see a tweet in your timeline but don't interact with it, that's still an impression. If you see a YouTube video in your recommended but you don't click on it, it still counts as an impression. If you see an ad but don't do anything with it,
be paid for and set up some ads on Google just to answer this totally useless question. And so today, I would like to present my findings to you. And just a warning, if you're a big Gen 5 fan, then prepare for some bad news.
Oh no, they're talking about me. I'm a big Gen 5 fan. I love Gen 5. I think N is dreamy. I think that Getsus is cool and his Dennis song is awesome. I think that Yin and Yang is cool and Truth and Ideals are poggers. Oh no.
Anyway, let's count.
All right, if I had to make a guess as to what this is going to be, I think the top 10 are going to be, obviously, there's going to be a lot of Gen 5. There's going to be a lot of Gen 8 up there, probably. Maybe the lesser known stuff like that nerdy bug type from Generation 8 is going to be up there. The Vanillite line, maybe Bruxish, maybe some of the mid-evolutions for starters, because who cares about them? Let's be honest, like Braxton's going to be up there.
Down, who are the top 10 least popular Pokemon in the world? In 10th place is Vanillish. Vanillish is an ice
Pre-watch, baby!
From Gen 5.
I knew it!
So that means this Pokemon first appeared in Pokemon
It's a mid-evolution. There's going to be so many mid-evolutions in this.
As you can see, Vanillish is this big old ice cream cone. And interestingly, Vanillish is the only one from its evolutionary line in the top 10. Both Vanillite and Vanillux are quite a bit more popular.
Because Vanillite's a cute ice cream and Vanillux is like a fully evolved Pokemon that you could use, but Vanillish, who cares about that? It's a mid-evolution. No one cares about the mid-evolutions.
For context, about 10,000 people search for Vanillish every month.
In fact, I'd even say that probably like 7 out of 10 of these are going to be mid-evolutions. There's not going to be a huge amount of single stages, apart from, not even Shuckle, because Shuckle has the most damage out of any Pokemon ever, so you're not going to see Shuckle in there.
Sounds like a lot, except 4 million people search for Pikachu in that same amount of time.
Ooh,
one of my
nice.
Twitter followers described this Pokemon as literally just a sentient food.
Yeah, you
while
can't
someone
eat it,
else said, kind of goofy. I like him.
This
Next,
is okay.
in
He's
ninth
fine.
place is Duosion.
Oh,
Duosion is a
Duosion.
psychic type Pokemon.
I mean, what stands out about Duosion, Lo? Let's be honest. You got the little fetus, the medium fetus, and the big fetus. Big fetus is good at battles. Little fetus is little fetus. But medium fetus? Why would you ever care about medium fetus? It doesn't do anything.
And another
What's it gonna
one
do?
from
Put an
Gen
Eviolite
5.
on it?
One Twitter user described Duosion as squishy and weird. And
Awesome.
yeah, I think that just about sums up Duosion to a T.
There's nothing that makes it stand out against its evolutions.
He is the 9th least popular Pokemon.
That's why I think they're all going to be
In
mid-evolutions.
eighth place is
I knew it!
Whirlipede,
It's
who
more
is a bug
mid-evolutions!
and poison type Pokemon, also from Gen 5.
Whirlipede kind of slaps, though, to be fair.
Here.
This design is
Whirlipede
awesome.
Some kind of insecty creature with 2 spiky horns on its head. Interestingly, my Twitter followers actually quite liked Whirlipede, with one
Yes!
person writing, super cool concept, love the design.
Yeah.
Next up,
Smart
in
Twitter
seventh-
followers. The only smart people on Twitter.com. No one else has ever been smart on Twitter.com before.
Place is Tranquil, a normal and flying type Pokemon from, you guessed it,
This
Gen
thing does not
5.
exist. This thing is not a real Pokemon. We should remove this from the Pokedex. We should snap it away. It should be
Now,
gone.
Tranquil is just a bird. Like, this is just a drawing of a bird. One person on Twitter described it as, it's a bird. Cool bird, but still just a bird.
I bet Pidgeotto would be in that slot if they swapped Tranquil and Pidgeotto. Like, they swapped those evolution lines to Generation. Pidgeotto would be on that slot.
Someone else wrote, that sure is a bird. And another person said, just a bird, really.
Dude, Gen 5 is getting comsted and dumpstered right now. Oh, they're getting abused sorely. Where's the Gen 6 mons? No one cares about Gen 6 or
People
7.
seem to agree about one thing. Tranquil is definitely, absolutely a bird.
Where's, like, Steenie? Put Steenie in there.
Okay, so in 6th, 5th, and 4th place are Simipour, Simisea, and Simisage, respectively.
Oh my god, they're getting... Okay, I actually thought they would be higher because they actually have some kind of relevance to the story. You get them pretty early on. And people constantly dunk on them all of the time for being cringe and useless.
Up all 3 because they're all evolved elemental monkeys. Somehow, these 3 Gen 5 Pokemon
I almost feel bad for them.
to each other on my unpopularity list. Now, if you don't know, each of these 3 Pokemon are based on a different part of the classic 3 Wise Monkeys story. Simisea is Hear No Evil, Simipour is See No Evil,
Eyes closed. Hear No Evil has big eyes.
and Simisage is probably Speak No
He doesn't... His mouth is... Yeah, that doesn't really make sense, actually.
Evil. An interesting idea for a group of Pokemon, for sure, but these 3 don't seem to have enjoyed a
That's
great
gotta be
deal
the end of the Gen
popularity
5 now,
with
surely.
players. One Twitter user just responded with the words, no, heart. Next
Oh,
up,
that's
in
so
3rd
mean.
place is our very first non-Gen 5 Pokemon. And that
Yay!
Pokemon is Carkol.
No! Not
Carkol
Hot
is
Wheels!
one of the newer Pokemon on this list,
Oh,
having been introduced in
That's so
Gen
sad. Carcol's actually kind of cool, though. I love him. What?
Carkol is
I guess
a
no one's
rock
searching
and
for him,
fire
though.
type Pokemon who looks a little like a minecart overflowing with coal. I actually quite like Carkol's
He's
design,
cool.
but clearly this Pokemon hasn't won over everybody's heart. One Twitter user described Carkol as kinda awesome, but on the other hand, somebody else wrote, I don't like the way it's looking at me.
You have to remember, this is based off of Google searches, so the least popular Pokemon.
Right, in 2nd place is Trumbeak.
Oh,
Trumbeak
deserved.
is a
This thing
normal
sucks.
and flying
What is
type
this?
Pokemon
What is this,
who,
man?
Frankly,
Seriously?
doesn't look super different, in my opinion, from Tranquil, who appeared earlier in the list. They're both just birds. People on Twitter seemed to largely agree with me, with one person writing, just a bird, but more personality than the other one. And that's true, there were quite a few ardent defenders of Trumbeak, but sadly, that didn't keep this Pokemon out of the number 2 spot.
I will say, I actually really do like Trumbeak's design. It's way better than Tranquil.
And
Bird. All right, we're gonna find out who is the least popular Pokemon on the
finally,
planet.
in last place, the least searched for Pokemon out of over 900 of them.
Oh god, the least searched for Pokemon? I don't know, I just feel like it's gonna be some mid-evolution from like Gen 6 or 7 that no one has ever cared about. It's not gonna be Sunkern. Spupa. Spupa's a good guess, actually. No one is searching for Spupa.
Is Watchog.
What?
Now, Watchog is a frankly very
People are searching for
ugly
Spupa over
and
Watchog? What?
creepy-looking normal type Pokemon from Gen 5. I've mostly refrained from giving my personal opinions on the Pokemon up to this point.
There's got to be
but
more.
be
There's gonna be a
honest,
plot twist coming up.
I hate Watchog. I don't like his eyes at all. They give me the creeps. And the stripes
he's
on
an
his
arse.
body are, I think, supposed to look like a high-vis jacket, but they just make Watchog look even stranger. Digging a little into the data, Watchdog is searched for on Google roughly 8,100 times each month, which is about 0.2% of the monthly searches that Pikachu gets. That is tiny. So yes, this Pokemon is very unpopular. In fact, when I sent a picture of Watchdog to my friends, they were confused and unhappy.
Literally disgraceful. If I had one wish right now, it would be that I didn't have eyes. The colour scheme is misery. The facial expression is disgusting. I'm very upset right now. The facial expression is not so.
That's so funny. If I had one wish right now, it would be that I didn't have eyes.
And I like the chubby cheeks, but I hate the eyes. The red eyes.
They're so gross.
The yellow ring.
They make me mad. Watchdog makes me angry to look at. I was like, why do you look like that? You're upsetting me with your presence and your features.
I think it looks like a reversed bee with some angry red eyes.
Thanks for that description, Anna. As for what people on Twitter think, there's almost unanimous negativity there, too. Makes me feel many emotions, mostly negative.
Right, it just makes you angry to look at.
Says, Watchdog is very ugly, and I need it to go away immediately. I never want to see its horrifying eyes ever again. So now we have the answer to the question of who is the least popular Pokemon, or at least who is the least Googled. But why are so many unpopular Pokemon from Gen 5?
I can answer that. Actually, I can answer that because it's not recent. It had an abundance of Pokemon added. They're not very good because it was seen as a reboot, so they had to add a bunch of like pretty bad mons in there. Gen 5 was widely disliked when it came out, so people didn't take the time to learn the mons. And all of these together mean that people don't look for them.
Out of the bottom 10 Pokemon, 8 of them were from Gen 5. Why? Well, the 5th generation of Pokemon games, Pokemon Black and White, had quite a unique development process. Game Freak used a much bigger team of developers than they'd used in previous games.
They used 5 people instead of 3.
About 70 people. And they had large ambitions for the new games. To make sure that Black and White stood out from the previous Pokemon generation on the same console, Diamond and Pearl,
they made the designs really ugly.
To start fresh with their Pokemon species. Up until you defeat the final boss, you won't see a single returning Pokemon in the game. You'll only see brand new ones.
Oh god.
This meant creating a record-breaking 156 brand new Pokemon for the game.
156 is so many.
Not all of these looked exactly as players expected.
He's so ugly.
According to Pokemon character designer Ken Sugimori, the game's director, quote,
he said, and I quote, "We made a big mistake with this. We're sorry."
Just to play up the coolness of the Pokemon in Black and White.
The coolness?
So we're using a lot more sharp and angular lines rather than more rounded ones.
Right,
Some fans also think that Game Freak took a quantity over quality approach to these new Pokemon. And with so many new Pokemon, I do understand why they'd think that, but a huge amount of work went into designing Gen 5's Pokemon. The team designed around 3 times more Pokemon than actually appeared in the game.
I would love to see what they didn't put in.
The best Pokemon made it in.
What? They cut the bad ones? There's no shot. Are you kidding me?
Of course, the data does show that Gen 5's Pokemon tend to be a little less popular than Pokemon from other generations, but Gen 5 has plenty of brilliant Pokemon too.
Yeah, Maractus.
All 3 starters for
Why? I don't necessarily... I don't know about that one.
I think are super cute.
No.
But one Pokemon that is not super cute is Watchog.
Stop showing it! It's so ugly!
And I can't say that I'm sad to see it at the bottom of the popularity list. Sorry, Watchog, but please leave. I don't want to look at you any longer.
You suck. Go away forever. I want Watchog to go away forever, but I want you to stay forever. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and subscribe to my main channel. I stream there every single day. Thanks.